Hello folks, I'm back again, and today we are unboxing a brand new game from First Fish Games. As you know, we are fish people here in the Pecktec house, and I believe this will be a really fun game. I can't wait to show it to you. So this game has a pretty unique theme. You are you're riding whales around and delivering mail and other goods to different areas. I guess this is one of those Cloud City kind of scenarios where the world is, they got these floating islands. The whole thing reminds me a little bit of Mistwind with the floating islands and stuff. Not a lot of packing in this, I have to say. So just a little bit of bubble wrap on either side, nothing on top at all. It looks like it arrived okay, but definitely lowest tier effort on the packing. So I usually only ding for that if it arrives undamaged. And I have to say, right off the top of my head, this box is so much thicker than I thought it was. This is actually pretty substantial, and I can't wait to break it open because I haven't seen anything on this yet. I have not seen an unboxing from anyone. I think I did see like a retail version unboxing, perhaps. I think that's what I saw, and that was a few days ago. But I have not yet seen anyone open a washed copy. So I did pay for the wash on this. I have a feeling that's what this little sticker most likely means. And this is the Kickstarter edition. So if there were some exclusives, I believe, and those should be unveiled in this also. But without further ado, why don't we dig on into this and have a look. All right. The box itself seems really sturdy, like it's made out of good material, especially for big games like this. It is important that they make a nice sturdy box to put it in. First thing that we're greeted with looks like perhaps, is this the rules or a player aid? Interesting. This appears to be the rules, which I have looked over. Fortunately, there are PDFs of these now that go out before the thing's even delivered, so you have a chance to kind of read and review the rules and get familiar with the game before it even arrives. It looks like it's got some stuff about alternate boards. This is all stuff that probably makes sense later. These are little icons that relate to things that you're going to deliver. I've looked through the rules, but for some reason I'm blanking on what the names of some of these things. Wait. Got a cheat sheet right here, though. So these are called network tokens. And these will be placed on locations that you go to determine what you need to deliver. And here we have some more various tokens and icons and stuff. Punched out really, really well. So I anticipate that's going to be just fine, but I'll organize this in a minute. Oh, and here we have some player aids. Looks like there are 2 player aids here with decent information, most likely. I have to play a game with it to see how super useful it is, but I love when they include these, because even this book's pretty thin. It's a pretty light rule book. It's not going to take a lot to flip through there and find something, but it is better to just have a quick reference, so you don't have to do that. Now, taking a look inside the box, I'm having all kinds of feels for the way this is packaged. Although I see some stuff has come loose. This thing has come a long way, and boy, these things are not staying in their little areas. I'm not sure if that'll matter. Like when you put it on a shelf, it's probably not going to endure what this thing's been through. I mean, this thing's come all the way from China to here, so I imagine there was some jostling a bit and packing and stuff. Plus, it just arrived through the postal service, so who knows what it's been through on that trip too. Right on top here we have a score pad, and it's got its own little space right here in the box. You gotta love that. I love it when at least they think of this stuff. We've got the first little tray. I bet this holds a bunch of these chits and stuff that we just saw. Got a little token here. Oh, I should have left that out. Right, so here we have the first player marker. And this is the round counter. It's got a little clock on it, which is appropriate. These are empty. I assume some chits or something's going to go in there. Got some more spaces for other things here too. It'll be interesting to kind of figure out where everything goes. So I have not seen this wash yet. So I paid an extra $20 for this to get the wash. And I'm really curious what that looks like. Well, less curious now that I'm holding it. So let's put all this stuff where it's supposed to go first of all. Then we'll kind of take a hard look. Oh, okay, so the whales are sitting... Alright, so we're pulling in close on the blue ones. So there's a good look. At first glance, I'm not sure how easy it'll be to see. There is a wash on this, but boy is it subtle. Really subtle compared to some things. Now, it might be because this is such a light color. And I love the way they've got these to fit in there, too. They've got a nice little spot. They've got a little cloud base. I guess I wasn't sure what to expect from this. But, yeah, I kind of almost thought it might be like a clear base. But sometimes I get these campaigns mixed up in my head stuff too. I can't remember what I remember, you know. All right, that slots in nice. One of the upgrades that we got during this Kickstarter campaign was actual clay chips. Let's open a pack of those now. These feel really nice. Really nice. Kind of like Splendor. Oh, and they got that real nice feel to them. Very nice, very clear type. It's a little blown out on my camera, but that's because I got a lot of lights going on right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, looks good. I really like the look and feel of these. All right, those just fit in there. Then we got the little bases that you can make. These things look really, really neat. I like it a lot. The wash that they did is great. It's very subtle. Very easy to tell the player colors. It doesn't look dirty like so many of them do. It even has, it looks like they've even gone over this with a little bit of something bright also. So it's got some, I don't know, it looks very whaley, very whale-esque, which I believe is the appropriate way to be on there. I'm not sure what goes in this. I'll have to look and see how to organize this after I get them all out. Let's take a quick look at some of these others while I fix them from their disheveledness. Now I know there's all this other stuff that's more important for board games too, more than the packing or how it's packed or what kind of game trays insert it's got and stuff, but it does, like, if all things are the same, I love a game that's easy enough to kind of pull out and just hand to someone, you know, their components. And when I receive my components in a nicely organized thing, when I know that that forethought was made, it helps me personally enjoy the game a little bit more because I know that they thought about some stuff. I'm not familiar with First Fish games at all. I don't have any of their games. Have not played any of their games yet, but I'm looking forward to it. This one looks really fun. I'm not going to open those chips just yet. Let's let those sit there. Let's take a look at green. So I don't think this game is asymmetrical at all. I think everybody starts off kind of with the same abilities and stuff, and then you'll be able to improve certain stats to probably make it easier to do things. Here's the green whale. Again, much like the others, very subtle. Very subtle wash to it. But boy, does this look so much better than just regular plastic. I don't think I pulled out the building on the red one. And there's a look at one of the green bases. probably would have made more sense to pull out each of these, like one of each of these, and then put it all in together. When I get to the point where I'm actually doing a proper review for this, I'll get much better photographs of all this. Until then, I'm going to have to do the unboxing thing and just kind of rise it up to you. This yellow one's very subtle. You almost can't tell that anything's been done to it at all. That one especially just kind of looks like plastic. You can see a little bit, but it's not quite as apparent on this one. And purple, the color my daughter will always choose to be. Oh my, this one is quite in disarray. Oh, it looks like one of my bases have come off. Maybe that'll just slot back in there. It's the only one I've seen with bases that didn't survive. It looks like this one's got two that came off. From the looks of them, they just kind of slot in here. I don't know which direction it goes. Okay. So it's going to go like, okay, it's going to go like this. Boop. Oh yeah. Just went right back together. No big deal. That's cool. That probably means if you bought the unwashed kind, and I've got a video about how to do your own DIY sun drop, so be sure to check that out. But them popping off of the base like that means that it'd be super easy to kind of pop these things off and paint them yourself. If you didn't get it during Kickstarter, you're just finding out about it now. Alright, so that's all the really cool player components for this. Oh, this is kind of like these little packs here. I thought it was a sticker, but it's actually, I guess, for moisture. A nice pack of little wooden components. Oh, these are the little resources. This was something else too. Oh, I got a couple of them stuck together. Let's see. Oh man. It looks like just about all of these are stuck together or something, unless they're supposed to be like that. Oh, I think they are. Oh, okay. So what I think's going on is these were originally going to be like little squares or something. So what they've done is they've left that format of the square, probably so the retail version and this version will match. But on each one they've attached they've attached a little painted meeple for the different resources and stuff. You know, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. How interesting. It's got its painted side, and then glued to the bottom of it is the peg. So it'll slot into a player board. We'll just kind of set these aside, and maybe we'll play with that once we get to the player boards. All right, we've got another little tray here. Obviously, to fit some of these tokens and stuff, looks pretty cool. We have these. So I imagine these are what you would usually, like if you had the retail version and didn't get the special stuff with it. This is probably what you would be using, and that's why they're glued like that. We got some more little doohickeys. I'm not sure what these are. They might be player control markers. They do seem to be, yeah, they do. They match the player color. So these are player control markers, which I think once you deliver something, I believe you're going to apply your control marker to these things to see who did it first, second, or third. And then you'll get a better bonus if you do it first. That's what I believe is going on with those. And here we have the player board. I'm going to pull this out last, I think. Alright, so now we're down deep in the box. We got another tray for some chits and stuff. This looks exactly like the other one, so maybe this is like, you know, put some of the stuff on one side of the table and the other stuff on the other side of the table. I do notice with this design here, it's got the scoopable. So it's got like a little curved thing so you can kind of easily pull things out. And this is tiered so that your little cardboard pieces can will stand up straight in there. All very nice, thoughtful ideas from whoever made these things. This appears, is this the player colors again? No. Oh, okay. No, these are the things that, these are going to be deliverables, okay? So they're going to be, I'm not sure what all the different kinds are, but these are going to be the different kinds of things that you're going to deliver. What's fun about that is that these will fit right into the back of this whale. So when you deliver stuff, you kind of pick up the resource that you're trying to deliver, you put it on here, and then you ship it with your whale over to where it goes. Whale shipment. Whale? Alright, so we got a little area for cards here. Not sure I'll go through these cards. Some more cards here. We'll look at all these in a minute. Right here we got player board, so you'll use this to track your resources. So what I think, so like this one's gonna go here, and this one here. And oh wow, this is nice. So these pictures, these little painted meeples sort of perfectly match the pictures and stuff. And with that little square on the bottom, you'll be able to move them up and down this thing without it being awkward with this weird shaped meeple, because it has that bottom to lock it in. Very cool. Alright, what do we have here? This looks like a player aid. Yeah, these are player aids of some sort. One, two, three, four, five. So this is the pass around one that can be used for individual players. And we got two of these that look like a expanded index of the stuff that you see around the board. Probably an explanation for all the board areas and stuff. And here we have these things. So these are going to go around the sides of the board. You're going to take those tokens that I was unwrapping earlier, and depending on the value of that token, you're going to lay it on these numbers and then do what it says in there. So there's a little action selection going on. But during the beginning of your turn, you're going to discard at least one of those tokens. I can't remember if it was more than one. But you're going to discard a token, so no one will know exactly which numbers, that 1 through 5, that you're going to have. So there's a little bit of a risk. Maybe you wait. Maybe you really want this, but you want something else just a little bit more. Maybe you need to go there before you go here. Or if you wait, will someone take it? That's one area of the board. Here is another area of the board. These are going to lock in along the sides. And that is everything in the box. Alright, well, let's take a quick look at the cards. These cards appear to all be the same type. Oh, the artwork's great. Really, really neat. Really puts you in the mood of the whole thing. Gives you that vibe. Those kind of aerial photographs of the landscape and stuff. Really, really cool. Should be looking at it like this probably. Oh, I like it. This looks like little missions, like where you deliver and stuff. There's a little bit of Ticket to Ride energy going on with some of this stuff. You'll notice that especially in the next set of cards that I'm going to open. I'm not seeing a lot of repeats. I'm not seeing anything that I know for sure is a repeat. I'm thinking maybe. overall, just really nice original artwork. I think this is my favorite picture. I would love to have a poster of this. Love that. Oh man. Yeah, I think these are all original. Very cool. Very neat set of cards there. Set you aside. Alright, so these I feel like, are they all the same kind of card? Yeah. These got that Ticket to Ride vibe, and I believe that these are the missions. Like, this is the stuff you'll need to accomplish in order to win. Yep, it seems, and this is basically all the locations of the map sort of simplified with your route highlighted in red. If you've ever played Ticket to Ride, it's exactly like that. Okay. Alright, here are the Mama and the Papa cards from Viticulture. Actually, I'm not sure what these are. Let's see. They're character cards, it says. Are they all character cards? Yeah, the whole hand is. So let's take a look. Huh. Yep, they're characters, all right. Again, great artwork, and a lot of it. I wonder if there was like a Kickstarter thing to make like these into people. A lot of times the game designers and other people, they'll do little self-inserts into these things. I know I would. Maybe one day I'll be famous and they'll stick me in a game like Jack Black here. Oh, wow. Really great artwork. See a lot of interesting characters in here. It's always great when they really put some effort in to the artwork. Okay, I'm going to take just a minute. I'm going to punch out all the chits and I'll get everything organized, put it back in the box and spin it around like we do, and see how to repack this. It looks like it's going to be super intuitive. They've got obviously a place for a lot of these little things. Some of them might get replaced by these Kickstarter extras or something like that. I'll figure out what to do with that too. But I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So it occurred to me that I never showed you the map. I kind of skipped right by that. But here it is now. It's got sort of a linen finish to it. It feels really nice and sturdy. Really nothing on the back. Yeah, really nice looking map. You get in close and see some of the details and stuff. These are different locations that you're going to visit to deliver things to. Alright, so let's go about the business of putting this back. So we've got these long panels that very obviously go right here. And the way that they're cut, we'll leave this open so there's just a little bit more space on the side. Next up, I'm going to put these in. These are just player aids. And I'm just going to slide these in here. I don't think it really matters where they go. I'm going to slide them kind of under the card area. And next, we're going to do some cards. These character cards seem to fit right here. I did go through and sleeve these. I'm also using these rubber bands that do not rot. Don't sleep on these. If you like doing your banding your stuff, these rubber bands are great. So they also don't, they give a lot too. So they have an initial tension there, but then over time it kind of goes to fit this. So when you go to pull this out, this will be all stretched out, and in that way they don't destroy your cards. But sleeved and split like this, they seem to fit real nice in here. In fact, there's a little bit more room on this side. These little resource trays were really interesting. Now, I assumed it would be kind of like a split table thing where you got the same resources in both of these, but you don't. They're actually, the different colors of resources fit perfectly in here. There's like a big version of the thing and then a small one. And then you got cubes that match. there were some white cubes and some black cubes that went in here too. And I wasn't sure what to do with them. So I just put them in here. Like I put the black ones in one and the white ones in the other. But that's a pretty nice little organizer. And they fit in right here on the side. In fact, there's the second one with the other resources. Put it down in there too, same way. One thing I wasn't sure, I'm probably just missing it. I'm just probably totally daft and missing it. But I didn't see like a special dedicated place to put the keys. Or if I did, it just went right over like that. So, so I'm going to stick them in right here. This seems like a nice, actually kind of a perfect fit for them right here. Next, of course, the thing that fits in this perfectly is going to be these player boards. That hold the different resources, kind of measure your resources throughout the game. Okay, then on top of there's a little ridge right here. And this is obviously made to go right there. Now I'm about to put plastic on top of here, and I like to protect it. So I'm going to take my player aids and kind of make sure that they span across through here over that. I'm going to leave the instructions out because I like to have them on top so I can pluck them out and reference it. Of course, we've got this little bit box here, and I am not certain on the resources and where exactly they're supposed to go. If there's a guide in here for it, I haven't seen it yet. So I'm just kind of guessing based on the shape of things. But here, this is a super tight fit. But whatever these little ABC tokens are, there's an A, a B, a C, and a D on these things. Whatever they are, they do fit very, very snugly right here. They also fit on top of this tray. There's like a little trough, and it feels like maybe you'd pull you pull this out to use as sort of a resource tray during a game. These are the fancy resources and stuff. I put them in here. It kind of looked like something this would go into, but I wasn't certain. Of course, these I'm just going to leave in the bag and maybe shove under an insert eventually. But this is in there like that. And it seems to clip down on there, so I guess that's good enough, right? This is going to go on top. It's going to pluck right into the corner here. And these player boxes are going to go follow suit. The only other thing I did with this is they had some little wooden markers here. And these little wooden markers are actually unique for each of the different factions, and some of them are really neat. There's one that's like a tree and some leaves and stuff like that. But these are the little wooden markers. They're going to go down in this little area right here. And then that fits in. I'm not sure what this is for, except maybe to hold these buildings in place. I wanted to think that there's something you'd stick in there, but I don't think there is anything like that. You have to watch these. These definitely want to come up a little bit. It might even be worth another rubber band, maybe around the top of it. But I'd like to try it without anything, just to see how it does. And then the last thing will be the instruction book. Then we lid the thing. Ooh. It's going down nice and flat. I like to see that. So, no lid lift. Very nice, very nice. But, what if on the way to the store you get into a tornado? And that tornado is just spinning your car around and stuff, and you're sitting there thinking, oh man, I hope my game components aren't like all over the place. Oh man, it's twisters, it's twisters, it's twisters, oh no. Ah! Okay, let's take a look inside. Oh, I'm a little dizzy, to be honest. Okay. And just a quick look. These seem to be 100% in place. I'm not seeing any of the little wood things out of there. Even this one's giving me trouble. This one blue one, for some reason this one blue one's giving me a little bit of a hassle. I'll have to figure out what's up with that. Might be one of these is like pushed up on its stand or something. But all the rest of these are little wood components. Even these little tiny ones seem to be in place. That's really what I was worried about the most. Everything else in here is either a big piece of cardboard or it's tied down. So, yeah. There it is, Mistwind. Fun to box, fun to play, I hope. If I could even shove these things in there. Some silica packets to try to keep it from warping before I even get to play it once. Those dual layer boards, sometimes they're a problem. But hopefully that won't be the case with this. Alright, all we got left is to pose for a thumbnail. And say thank you so much for checking this out. If you like unboxings, I've gotten a few new things in lately, and I've been doing unboxings for those. And I invite you to come back and see it again. Until next time, enjoy your games. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.